Hi everyone, I'm here today to help you with your telling time to the nearest 5 minutes input page. If you don't have that page in front of you right now, pause the video and go get it. All right, so now everyone should have the page that looks like this, telling time to the nearest 5 minutes input page. Just so you know, I'm sitting on the floor because we are moving, and so luckily I have a clipboard and I'm ready to keep working. All right, let's get this started. So the top of your page shows a big clock, and it has an arrow pointing to the longer hand and an arrow pointing to the short hand. And we need to label these. So the top part says the long hand shows the minute. If you didn't know that already, so you're going to write minute on that line. The long hand shows the minute. So when we're telling time on a clock, that long hand is going to show us how many minutes have gone by in the hour. The short hand shows the hour. Okay, so you're going to write hour on that line. The short hand shows the hour. So that's going to tell us what hour we're in. And the short hand and long hand work together to tell us what time it is. All right, now we have some more blanks to fill in. When you are reading a clock, the blank are shown by the numbers around the clock. Those are the hours. Notice that the numbers that we see are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It wouldn't make sense if we only had 12 minutes. So the numbers show the hours. So we're going to write hours into that blank. Great. Next sentence. It takes blank hour for the hour hand to move from one number to the next number. That sounds a little confusing without the blank filled in. It takes 1 hour. So for the short hand to go from the 3 to the 4 is 1 hour. For the short hand to go from the 7 to the 8 is 1 hour. So we're going to write 1 in that blank. It takes 1 hour for the hour hand to move from one number to the next. So this short hand, or hour hand, is not moving very fast at all. It's moving very slowly. The minute hand is moving much faster because in that same hour, the minute hand goes all the way around the clock. I did that backwards? It's hard to tell. Okay? The blank are shown by tick marks around the clock. Those are the minutes. If you were to count all those tick marks and the lines for the numbers, you would get 60 spaces in between them. So the minutes are shown by the tick marks around the clock. Each number around the clock represents 5 minutes. And we can see this too. So we'll go from 12 to 1. This is 5 minutes in here. And if you count these pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm talking about the spaces in between the tick marks. There's 5. So that's why we have 5 minutes between every number. You can count those spaces if you want. All right, if the minute hand is pointing to blank, the minutes are equal to 0, 0. I put the 0, 0 there because our time is told in 2 spaces. So 0 doesn't make any sense. It's the 0, 0. Okay, so if the minute hand is pointing to the 12. So if the minute hand is pointing to 12, the minutes are equal to 0, 0. Right here. If it's pointing right at that 12, 0, 0, not 60. Because when it is 60, you go to the next hour. Okay, each time the minute hand goes around the clock, blank hour has passed. 1 hour. We talked about that for a minute before. So when the minute hand goes all the way around the clock, that's 1 hour. In that same hour, the short hand has gone from one number to the next number. Okay. Oh, and then we have some more labels here. This 5 shows the hours, and this 40 shows the minutes. So So that's how we write time. Okay, now we have some clocks that we get to write the hours for, hours and minutes. So let's look at the shorthand first, since hours come first. Well, it looks like it's between the 9 and the 10. This is going to be the case for a lot of hours. It's not going to be right on a number. It's going to be in between the two. The way that we know which hour it is it 9 or is it 10, is it's always the number before. So it had to start on 9 and then move to 10, so it's still 9 o'clock. So put a 9 and then our 2 dots. And now we have to count our minutes. So our longhand shows the minutes, and I can start up here at 12, and I know that every number is 5 minutes, so I'm going to count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You could count by ones. It would take a lot longer, and you'd be more likely to make a mistake because you're doing more work. Okay, let's look at our next clock. So our shorthand looks like it's almost just past the 1. So if it's just past the 1, the hour must be 1. And our minute hand, I only have to count once by 5s. 5. So it's 1:05. Remember I said earlier we have the 2 numbers for the minutes always? So you can't just put a 5. Can you see that? You have to put the 0, 5. Okay, so that's our input page. You are now ready to tackle the output page on your own. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.